I finished 4 books this week, so let's talk about them a little bit. The first thing I want to say is you do not have to finish 4 books in a week. Most of these I went into the week already reading, so it was just a matter of finishing them up. So the first book I'm going to talk about is actually an audiobook. I read 107 Days by Kamala Harris. This is her new book that came out in September. I really liked this book. I think that if you are interested in reading it, definitely try and cop the audio because it is read by Kamala Harris and she just has such a great voice. I think that she should read more audiobooks. The next book I finished was The Complete Mouse by Art Spiegelman. Is it Mouse or Moss? So this is a World War II recounting of Spiegelman's father, who is a Polish man during World War II. So volume 1 is about them running away from the Nazis, and volume 2 is about his time in Auschwitz. Very good read. Next is This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I have already talked a little bit about this one. Going into a little bit more of the themes, it just talks about like growing up, coming of age, a little bit about like self-worth and how we think about ourselves, a lot of self-centeredness. And then the last book that I finished was Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. This was such a fun read. Oh my god, I devoured it. It is about these 2 young boys named Will Grayson who meet by chance one night in Chicago, and they just become sort of unlikely friends. They just like orbit these same circles, and it's about growing up and being queer and having your first crush on somebody and trying to dissect all of those things. I think this is definitely a book to pick up, especially right now as we're getting into these colder seasons. Just like very cozy, very upbeat. And those are all the books I read this week. Don't forget to like and follow along for more reading content.